real music. I seen this post they put up last night about Bric Baby getting tied into Lil Durk's M case, but I was so tied up with the whole Big U and Wax stuff that I couldn't address it then. But y'all know we had to spin back for this one. Right now, one of the main reasons I continuously speak on these situations is because these guys love attention so much that they're willing to get it at any expense, even if it means their own freedom is on the line. Now, at first, when the whole Lil Pap situation went down, Bric Baby thought it was cool to drop little tidbits, little hints, as if he was aware of who did what, or like he was a part of it himself.
Right.
Remember when he volunteered himself to speak during the interview and say that they can't slide for Vaughn no more?
Oh yeah,
Slide for Vaughn, right?
Yeah. They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of. Wait,
But
no,
that's
wait,
not one thing I will say about that. That wasn't really incriminating himself. That was more so him being like, that was the truth though. Like, but I think at that time, no one was connecting the dots between Durk. Yeah, that's true on phono, because at that time, no one was connecting the dots between Durk and Quando. People were saying like the Rolling 60s in LA did that because other shit. He the first one that started pushing that narrative that Durk has on the.
No, like who
They
died?
say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FVG Cash? Or who?
Nah, cause Lil Pop.
Oh, what's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
Now, first and foremost, that's a situation that has nothing to do with Bric Baby. He basically inheriting problems because he may or may not have affiliation with Lil Durk, but that's not your beef. But he volunteered himself into it, and then it got to a point where he went from making songs hinting like he had involvement, and once he got called out about it on social media, when Durk's indictment came down, slowly but surely it's like he tried to distance himself as if he don't know what's going on now.
Quick.
Just gotta come with some other narrative than that, baby. You talk about a tell it. They got good paperwork for you right there on the hood, and I'm free on the dead dummies. It's you that be having the police. What I said in that interview, what I said, they don't say that no more. That's because the fans used to DM me like, aha, you did that. They ain't talking about slide behind no more. Whoop, whoop. I was trolling, playing like I had something to do with it. On the dead dummies, whatever they got going on, is what they got going on, cuz, on 6-0 Crip.
Then he even went as far as acting like he's crazy during interviews, saying all type of weird stuff like how Gucci Mane got some good pussy. Now listen, apparently all the acting in the world wasn't enough because he got the same exact tension he was wanting, but this time it was from the feds. As y'all know, he was just recently picked up for the indictment called Operation Drawdown, which included other Rolling 60s Crip members and Crips leader Big U and Loose Cannon. Now, Lil Durk was supposed to go to trial in January of this year. For some strange reason, they pushed it all the way back to October. I told y'all before that it's some weird stuff going on because they don't just push trial dates back like that, especially the feds, because they basically already have what they have on you. It's up to you to basically defend yourself after you are caught.
But basically what I'm seeing is he put himself in the middle of this shit when he had nothing to do with this shit, but he's trying to beat y'all, spread the narrative and chase clout. Now you're getting locked up on 2 different RICOs, 2 different sealed indictments, all types of shit. And it sounds like you're going to spend a majority of the rest of your life in prison.
But now that we see Bric Baby get tied into it, could it be that A, someone's telling, or B, they're just investigating and picking up everyone for sure who they feel are involved in the case? Who knows? But let's get into what the paperwork says so we can see what's going on. In the meantime, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now it says here, Bric Baby is the subject of a separate sealed indictment. A separate sealed indictment. It was being monitored by feds via CCTV and cell phone wiretaps. Feds also mentioned Lil Durk's alleged M for Hire plot in the indictment after Big U mentioned that Quando Rondo was targeted because he didn't check in with the Rolling 60s in LA. Alright, so what this is, right? Y'all gotta pay attention. Because if there's wiretaps and CCTV and they got Big U naming it, remember I told y'all during a video we did concerning the whole Lil Pap situation I told y'all it's almost as if Little Durk and them had the drop on Quando Rondo.
They did.
Right?
Ain't no
But here's
almost
the
like
thing.
they did. They
Who
followed.
gave that drop up? So now when you hear Big U mention that Quando Rondo was targeted because he didn't check in, now you put two and two together. Then you remember when Quando Rondo said, you know what, I'm done with this whole gang stuff, I'm out of it, he dropped his flag. Everybody was wondering why, but now
It makes
maybe
sense.
he dropped his
Right.
flag because the guy that he looked up to, which was Big U, the big Rolling 60s Crip member, maybe he dropped his flag because he found out that Big U allegedly may have been the reason why he was targeted. Maybe he found out that Big U gave his drop up. Now think about it, right? They say Little Durk and the guys, they came all the way from Chicago a day before. So they got hotel rooms, the whole 9 yards. They knew what they was coming out there to do. They knew who they wanted. They knew how to get to them, but how? Right? If it was that easy, they would have did something a long time ago. How did they know ahead of time Quando Rondo's location? But let's see what it says. Now, it says here, Big U Enterprise visitors to Los Angeles are at risk of violence. Henley has also provided examples of individuals who do not check in with him until it's too late, such as the rap artist Taekwon Terrell Bowman, aka Quando Rondo, whom Henley discussed in another interview and who was later targeted in the M for Hire plot where his associate was unalive. So basically, they got him on wiretaps, pretty much telling people, listen, if you don't want to tap in, just look at what happened to Quando Rondo and his friend. But now you got to think about it. How did that happen and who was sent to do it? Because remember,
These old niggas slow. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna tell you, keep it 100% real. I'm gonna be gangster with you. Old niggas low key kind of slow. Why would you even do or say something like that on the phone? So now you got people on the wiretap believing that you're associated with it. That's pretty much what put this whole thing in motion. Cause yo fat old ass. I don't understand what's wrong with like these older niggas now. Like Charleston White, Whack 100, Big U. I don't know if it's always been like that, but social media just propelled it. But what's with all this talking and all this woofing and all this extracurricular activity y'all niggas be doing? I'll be a little confused by it, bro, because I thought y'all was the OGs that told the young generation we supposed to keep it solid and not say too much. But y'all getting on Clubhouse, interviews, podcasts, on the phone, talking about all the things that y'all doing, and it don't make sense, bro. I'm so confused. I just wish that we could bring real OGs back. I wish that we could bring real big homies back. I wish that we could goddamn make something out of nothing like we used to, but we're so stuck on this gang culture. I don't know if we're ever get back to that. I hope that whoever sees this is motivated to leave the streets, leave the gangs, leave all that BS culture alone. Choose something that's real. Chase some real money. Chase some legal shit. Go to school. Get a trade. Do YouTube. Take social media serious. Drop ship. Do something. But you can't just sit here and not do nothing. That's where you get me mad.